Guys, look at that. Gibson. We had another guitar day today, or new gear day, we shall say. I went down to my local guitar center, took a couple of guitars with me, my Majesty and my Charville, because they never really got played a lot, you know? And I had to thin the herd a little bit. And I had to sell my last guitar, like this one, years back. And I've been wanting another one for so long. And so I decided to get one. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, buddy. Look at that. All right, let's go up top here. Take that off. Pull her up. The Gibson Les Paul Studio in Manhattan Midnight finish. Here's the back. It's not black. It looks black, but it's blue. Serial number denotes 2022 model, made in USA, Grover machine heads. The first Les Paul I've ever owned that has Grovers. So let's lay it down right here. We'll go over our specs. The top is a maple cap. Master volume for your bridge pickup, master volume for your neck, master tone, master tone. Stop bar, aluminum, and Nashville, USA bridge. 498T Gibson pickup, 490R Gibson pickup. Rosewood fingered board, Graphtec nut, I'm assuming, and then acrylic trapezoid inlays and medium frets, 22 fret. I am proud to be back to Gibson family, you know. I never thought I would own another Les Paul. I always told myself I won't own another one. You know, that's what I always thought. But this one, I went down looking around for one, and I picked it up, plugged it in, began to play it. And you know how they say certain guitars just speak to you, and you know that's the one you have to take home? This is that guitar for me. This is not a satin finish. This is a gloss finish. So the back of the neck, over time, will most likely get pretty sticky. But man, isn't that nice? There's not a lot to say about the good old Les Paul. I mean, people know about the Gibson. They've been in business for over 100 years. And I had a 2007 Les Paul Studio. Back in 2007, I bought it from a pawn shop. Had to sell that guitar in 2012, and I have regretted it ever since. I mean, I got legitimately sad that I had to part with that guitar. This one was $16.99. They're all, you can get it in this color, you can get it in wine red, ebony black, and smokehouse burst. And I think there's one more that I can't remember what it's called, but this one is called Manhattan Midnight. Here is your book match that goes right to the center of the stop bar. Right now it's got Gibson 1046 strings on it. But whoever strung it up kind of did a shit job. I mean, there's not a lot of raps on there. Not the way I would like to see it. But it's mine now. She will be loved, cherished, played the hell out of. It's ultra weight relieved. So, you know, it's not super heavy like my standard was that I had. This one's much more comfortable to play. It sounds great. It feels great. The fretwork, everything is as you would expect from Gibson USA. It did come in this deluxe gig bag. And now we got the case candy. What could be in here, you think? Let's have a look at that, shall we? Doink. They give you a Gibson strap, which is really cheap feeling, but Gibson strap. A picture of my guitar on the workbench in Nashville. And then we have the inspection card from Gibson. It was built on March the 8th, 2022. They check everything. Here's your action. Really cool, man. Pre-packed checklist. So it was packed up on March the 8th and sent on out to my local guitar center. And then we got a Gibson cleaning cloth. That's a microfiber cloth. The Gibson Guitars manual. And of course, the trusty truss rod wrench that you have to have for all Gibson instruments. Now, I know people would say, play the thing, play the thing. This is just my first impressions of the guitar. Oh yeah, these volume pots are here, and here are your volume. Master volume here, master volume there. These two are tone. Been a while. They are push-pull for a coil tap for each of your pickups. So you can get a wide variety of tones out of this. You know? It's not just your standard LP, but it is everything that you need in a Les Paul and nothing you don't. This is a big upgrade for the Les Paul Studios and any other Les Paul that you put them on. Grover tuners, best thing ever for a Gibson. I mean, it has tuning issues just a little, but you barely turn it, she's right back in. Let's give it one more glance at that thing. Pick guard. I'm leaving the pick guard. It's not coming off. I like it. Got an old fretboard. She's a little dry. Silk screen, Gibson logo, and Les Paul model signature. Studio on the truss rod cover. Lots of people say this is the first signature guitar because it has Les Paul's name on it. But man, this thing probably weighs, I don't know, 7 pounds? 6.5, 7 pounds? About like my Charvel did. But you do have maple cap on top, once again. Maple sides and back. Maple neck. Or mahogany neck. Mahogany back and sides. And this is the 50s profile. The 50s rounded, it feels like. I don't know. Now this is a 60s. This is a slam taper. I can definitely feel it right here. The fret edges, you don't feel them. There's no fret sprout. It's amazing. And as to be expected, when I plugged her in at Guitar Center, it was out of tune. And I was like, ah, shit, you know. Tuned it up, and it held tune perfectly fine. It was awesome. But if you're looking for a Les Paul and you don't want to break the bank, go for this one, the Studio, or the Les Paul Tribute. Because this one will run you $16.99, and then the Tributes are $1,200, $1,200. And if you really can't afford to go new, look for used. Go on the used market. You can find one of these for $1,099. That's pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to work on her a little bit, do some oiling on the fretboard, restring it, do some intonation if it needs it, and we shall do a sound demo. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed.